Today you will get to know a lesson learned by a shepherd boy through this interesting story. Once upon a time, in a green and hilly village, there lived a young shepherd boy named Mark. Mark had a big smile and a heart full of love for his goats. Every day, he would take them out to graze on the lush grass and explore the hills. Mark's goats were special to him. They had names like Buttercup, Snowflake, and Midnight. He would play with them, sing to them, and make sure they were always happy and safe. One sunny afternoon, Mark was leading his goats to a new field. The grass was even greener there, and he knew his goats would love it. As they walked, Mark noticed that one of the goats, Snowflake, was walking a little slower than the rest. Mark stopped and looked at Snowflake closely. "Are you okay, Snowflake?" he asked gently. Snowflake bleated softly and looked up at Mark with big, sad eyes. Mark carefully checked Snowflake's hooves and found a small thorn stuck in one of them. Snowflake must have stepped on it while walking. Mark knew that the thorn must hurt, so he decided to help. Mark reached into his pocket and pulled out a small knife he always carried. He carefully removed the thorn, making sure not to hurt Snowflake. After removing the thorn, Mark took a little bit of water from his flask and washed Snowflake's hoof. Once Snowflake's hoof was clean and the thorn was gone, Mark gently patted her. "There you go, Snowflake. You should feel better now," he said with a smile. The other goats watched curiously as Mark cared for Snowflake. When Mark finished, Snowflake began to walk more easily and even nuzzled Mark's hand in thanks. The sun was beginning to set, and it was time to head home. As they walked back to the village, Mark felt proud of himself. He knew it was important to take care of his goats, not just to watch over them, but to make sure they were happy and healthy. When Mark got home, his mother was waiting for him. She saw the happy goats and asked, "How was your day with the goats?" Mark told her about helping Snowflake and how he felt good making sure she was okay. His mother smiled and said, "You know, Mark, you've learned something very important today. It's not just about being with the goats, it's about caring for them with kindness and making sure they're well." Mark nodded and hugged his mother. He knew his mother was right. He realized that true caring meant more than just looking after the goats. It meant being gentle and paying attention to their needs. From that day on, Mark made sure to care for all his goats with extra love and attention. They all thrived under his watchful eye, and Mark learned a valuable lesson about the importance of kindness and compassion. And so, in the green and hilly village, Mark and his goats lived happily ever after, sharing each day with joy and the simple happiness of caring for one another. The end. Stay tuned and subscribe for more fascinating stories and insightful videos.